begin YouTube.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay? So guys, it's kind of interesting, right? So old Dora, how she used to do a lot of travel was sell timeshare. Now, this may or may not be a scam and maybe the stupidest thing I do on a holiday, just a waste of time. Or, is it safe? So, I got this. I'll show you. Bali tourist promotion, free. Oh, hold on, sorry, let me go. And this guy jumps off a motorcycle and is like hassling me, going, "Oh, look." Anyway, I open this up. He goes, "Oh my God, you want a free T-shirt? Yeah." I'm like, "Oh yeah, awesome." He goes, "Oh, you open this one." So I open this one up, and oh my God, congratulations, first prize! You get one of 10,000 rupiah, a luxury holiday or a mini iPad. Now I love a mini iPad. But also know this is not real, right? Like this is, you never actually get one of these things. And he's like, "Oh my God, you're so lucky, so lucky. This is, oh, my English is not very good, blah, blah, blah. You should, to get this, you need to go and for maximum 1 hour only. And you got to go to this hotel." And he's showing me the hotel. And I'm like, "Where's the hotel, first of all?" And it looks like it's in Nusa Dua. And I said, "Oh, is it like in Kuta?" Yeah, it's in Kuta. Anyway, I looked it up. It's not in Kuta. It's in Nusa Dua. It's like 30 minutes drive away. But you get, what does it say here? It's a travel club, right? Somewhere it says free taxi. Oh, yeah. I know. Somewhere it said free taxi. Anyway, we're going to look at a hotel, basically. And apparently I get a free lunch. I have to stay there for an hour, so the guy gets paid. Hey, Simply Debbie Sue. This could be like a stupid thing to do, but I got, not like, so are you familiar with timeshare? So in all different parts of the world, especially Mexico, timeshare is very popular, where you're walking along the street and suddenly they're like, "Oh, scratch this, you could win a prize, and I scratched it, and I could win 10,000 rupiah, which is $10, a luxury hotel, a luxury holiday, or a mini iPad. I'm like, "Oh, I love a mini iPad." Obviously, I'm never going to get a mini iPad, but the idea is that they're paying for a free taxi. It's about a 30-minute drive away. It's in Nusa Dua, that's cool. I wanted to go to Nusa Dua anyway. So to be honest, obviously you're not going to sell me like anything, but I used to sell timeshare, so I'm actually quite curious of the sales tactics and everything like that. So every now and then I do go to a sales presentation for something fun. But interestingly enough, the guy hasn't even asked my name. Like you normally have to qualify people in timeshare. So like, as I said, I used to work in it, I used to sell, and then I also used to work on the back end of it in the telemarketing. So you have to qualify people, because no one wants you to go to a sales presentation and you're like, "Oh, this is lovely, I'd love to see, I need to ask my husband," and your husband's not here, right? So you got to qualify people, and he hasn't really qualified me. He said to me, "Oh, do you want to bring your husband along?" I said, "No, I'm here by myself." He didn't ask any other questions, so I thought, I'm not going to ask any, it is what it is. But, apparently I get a free lunch. I just had something to eat, so I'm not really hungry. But I said, "Oh, can I use the pool?" He goes, "Oh yeah, you can use the pool." I'm sure as soon as I get there and I say, "No, I don't want to buy anything," they'll go, "Get the hell out of here." Supposed to be paying for the taxi back, but we'll see. And I don't care. If they don't, they don't. It means I'll, spend the day over in Nusa Dua, which is fine. I wasn't quite sure what I was doing today, so guess what? I'm doing this instead. Hey, they have that kind of, yes, in Virginia they do, in the mountains. I've seen them, yes. There's a couple of nice timeshares there. Look, timeshare isn't a bad thing. It's just, instead of, yeah, as I said, I used to sell lots of timeshare. It's for the right person. It's, great value. I have some friends that have actually got some that I used to sell in Australia, Wyndham, and they are so beneficial. Like, they're actually, I kind of sometimes think I should have bought one back in the day, but it's just not the way I holiday. I pay for a day at a time kind of thing. Literally, I paid for tonight, and I want to book another night's accommodation. So I pay as I go kind of thing. But anyway, the guy that got me on the side of the street, that's him there. He's coming with us. He's very excited. He's like, oh my God, you could win an iPad. I'm like, I'd love an iPad. I actually haven't got one. So anyway, we're going to, proof of life people, we're going to the Peninsula Resorts. Peninsula Resorts. It looks nice. It's on a beach by itself. So Nusa Dua is like the like where all the big hotels are. So they're private beaches. It's obviously a big resort, big pool. So the idea is I'll get there, they'll check my ID. They didn't even ask me if I had my ID with me, so that's funny. But yeah, actually, do I have ID with me? I don't actually have ID with me. Damn, I can't buy anything. I don't have the ID with me. Yeah, exactly. That's what I look at it as an adventure. I've got the resort pinned in my phone, so I'm watching where I go, so I make sure that I'm going in the right direction, right? I am getting in a good cab. So there are bad cabs here in Bali. You don't get into those. So I'm in a good cab. Hillsong. Debbie Sue, Hillsong. They actually had a Hillsong church right there. Just past it. Wow, there you go. Yeah, as I said, we're heading to Nusa Dua. So yeah, why not? Be a nice drive. I love a drive. I've just had my breakfast, Debbie Sue. Oh my gosh, Debbie Sue, that food was fantastic. I have my new favourite place. It's like nearly across the road from where I'm staying. So I feel like I'm cheating on the other place that I like at the market. That's good food too. This is just good food again. Like, yeah, so I don't regret going down the beach and having bacon and eggs, like a boring Western breakfast, when I just had the most amazing local food. Actually, it wasn't local, it's from Medan. Sorry, from Sumatra, where my mum's from. Okay, this is the big shopping centre. Bali Garden. Paul said that's quite an interesting place to go check out. So is this in Nusa Dua? No. This is still Kuta?
Yes.
Kuta, okay. So that big shopping centre is in Kuta. Oh, Debbie Sue, it was fantastic. It cost me $6. So I ended up having 2 helpings. And then I had 2 hot teas. I saw on the board the hot tea was 50, so that was 50 cents each. So it must be $2.50 a serving. I mean, look, that's still good. $6 for breakfast. $6 for breakfast. That's pretty good, right? So, it actually says here on the invitation, this invitation is open for fluent English-speaking tourists. That's a bit racist. Imagine if it was French. Both partners must attend. The promotion is open every day. For further information, please call every day from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The tour is completely complimentary, no cost involved, free taxi to and from. Oh, there you go, that's it, to and from. I mean, that's not going to hold up. So technically, they do this, I've never actually done one of these before, actually, like as in like just picked up on the side of the street like this. They used to do them in the Gold Coast, and I think they got in trouble for doing it because, people thought, it's just a scam. I'm on holidays. I don't want to be sitting at a sales deck being sold for an hour and then, wasting my time. But they've changed it where you can't be taken off the street, like hassled on the street. Basically, they telemarket you. And what they do now in Australia, and I've done it a few times actually, like for example, the Accor Group. Lots of people are familiar with the Accor Group. They're a timeshare company too. I mean, you can go there without a timeshare, but they also have a timeshare club. And what they do is they ring me up and Diego and say, hey, we'll invite you for a night accommodation. Is it a night or 2 nights? 2 nights. 2 nights, like it's discounted rate. Like, for a weekend, it's like $150, which is cheap for 2 nights accommodation at the Gold Coast, right? The catch is you have to go to a sales presentation for just after breakfast. So, yeah, We've done it a few times. They always say every time you go, like, you won't be invited back again. You know, sure you don't want it. No, we're okay. They go, oh, you won't be invited back. Yeah, sure. And then like 2 years later, we get invited again. So it's, you know, it's a thing we do because you get a cheap accommodation, right? So yeah. So but there's different tactics, you know, like like they potentially might not pay for my taxi back. Like, you know, if they don't, I don't care. I'm going with no expectations, to be honest. I'm not going to buy a timeshare. So anyway, it'll be interesting. They stand outside big shops here in tourist areas in cities and catch you coming out of the stores and then try to talk you into signing up. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, that's all right. So anyway, we're going to the Peninsula Resorts, and you know, why not? When I looked it up, it said I've got a half an hour drive. So I thought, you know what? Let me get me a cold drink. I know it's bad, guys. I'm drinking Coke, but you know, I'm letting the food digest. I didn't get very far. I literally walked out of the shop and down the road about 100 meters, and then ran into this guy. Literally, he was riding along on his scooter, and he literally jumped off his scooter and not tackled me, but like, you know, jumped on me. I was like, oh my god, you've won a t-shirt. And then I scratched the other one. Oh my god, you could win an iPad. This is so exciting. I mean, this is part of the thing, right? But hey, how do you win an iPad? That's what I'm going for. I'd love an iPad. So tonight, actually this afternoon in the French Alps, Debbie Sue, we're going to dance in tonight, Debbie Sue. In the French Alps, they have Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is that big dance festival that is in Belgium once a year in July. Anyway, they have a winter version too in the French Alps. I'd love to do that. Like, it looks amazing. But anyway, you know. So anyway, they live stream all the DJs. So my favourite DJ is playing tonight at 10:30, and then another DJ that I really like is playing at 9:30 tonight, Bali time. And I think in the French Alps, it's about 2:30 in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's like out in the snowfields, and it looks really cool. So anyway, I can't wait to watch that tonight. Okay, where are we going? Okay, so this is, we're going on the road. Is it bridge? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So this is like some kind of private bridge that goes out to Nusa Dua. I've never been on it, so I'm really curious about going on it. This is cool. Got mangroves. So this is like, you got to pay a toll. Obviously, I won't be paying a toll. Old mate on the scooter's over here. Yeah, talking about the iPad, because tonight it'd be so nice to watch it on my iPad than my phone. That's the reason. That's where my head's at today. I was like, iPad? That'd be right to watch Tomorrowland tonight on my iPad. Can you imagine? Oh, look at those flowers. They're bougainvilleas, all the different colours. Wow, that's beautiful. They're pink and purples and whites and orange. Wow, okay. This is nice. So we're heading to Nusa Dua. So Nusa Dua, as I said, is like where the private beaches are. We've been walking along the beaches, having sunset, where basically, you know, people can hassle you to sell, you know, bracelets, which obviously I've fallen for, massages and, you know, beach bars and all that kind of stuff. So Nusa Dua is not like that. Basically, the resort own the beach, so the locals can't go on the beach. Oh wow, this will be fun, guys. So it's like a little bit of a peninsula. Woo, look at this. Whee. Small things amuse me, guys, you know that. But also, You could be saying in the back of your head, nothing's for free, Dora, nothing's for free. Well, time is money, right? I'm actually giving some of my precious holiday time to go to a resort that I'm not staying at to talk to, I'm going to be, sitting in front of a salesperson. He was telling me that his manager's from Melbourne, so there'll be a guy from Melbourne. Now, wouldn't it be really funny if I know this person? Because a guy friend of mine actually now lives in Bali. He's married to a Balinese lady. I have never asked him if he's actually doing timeshare. I would kill myself laughing if he was working here. I'd kill myself laughing. Because, timeshare, it's many people have sold timeshare, and everyone knows everyone. Everyone's connected. So it's very, very interesting. So it'd be very funny if I knew the salespeople. So old mate on the scooter is in this. There must be a scooter lane here. He's over here, and this is the car lanes. So that's Nusa Dua over here, yeah? Nusa Dua? Over there. Nusa Dua here, okay. Over there. We're going over here apparently. So this obviously taxi driver is very familiar with this. Not scam. I'm going to say it's a scam guy. Like, it's just, not everyone wants to waste their time going to a sales presentation. Stranger things could happen. You never know. I might go, you know what? That's a great deal. Sign me up. You've got to be open-minded. That's what they say in sales. You've got to be open-minded. You've got to open the perspective up. So, they're going to do I'm not going to live stream it, guys, but it would be funny to hear that. I might videotape some of it just to listen. But, the sales techniques in timeshare have been phenomenal for me personally. It's taught me a lot of confidence. Some of the tactics in sales, obviously, there's old mate. There he is. He's pointing to the hotel. That must be it there. Actually, that is it there. So it's actually not on the beach. It's in a lagoon area. So it's not in a great location. But anyway, that's all right. We're not planning to buy the timeshare, right? But yeah, as I said, some of the techniques in sales are just amazing, and I've still got them in my head. So that when I go to these sales presentations, I'm, watching and seeing if they actually do some of the techniques. Debbie Sue, if he's here, it will be piss funny. Piss funny. His name's David. Is it David? Dave, yeah, it's David, yeah. He's an English guy. English guys seem to love timeshare. They all used to sell timeshare in Marbella in Spain. When I first got into selling timeshare, I literally answered an ad in a newspaper back in the day when jobs were in the newspapers, that long ago, right? And it said, do you like Bali? I was so bored shitless. I was working in a shoe shop, bored out of my brain. I was like, I like Bali, because I'd just come back from Bali actually. And funny, this is interesting how things go. Yeah, so I just came back from Bali. I'll show you where I am to first. Mangroves, very mangrovey. There's his. He's a very friendly guy. You know what? He will get some money if I join, right? He'll get a lot of money if I join, but he also gets money even if I turn up and I stay there for the hour. So I'm going to stay there for the hour, no problems, right? But what am I saying with this? Yeah, so here we go, Nusa Dua in Jimbaran. The timeshare I actually ended up working for was in Jimbaran. So anyway, the ad said that. Anyway, I rang up the number, and this English guy called Malcolm completely sold me. I didn't know what timeshare was. I had no friggin' clue. But I went in for a interview. I got the job on the spot. They introduced me to 4 English guys from Scotland, and they've become one of the guys particularly is still one of my best mates, Paul. But this is 25 years ago. And basically I used to travel around northern New South Wales in a minivan with a whole lot of other Australian people and these 4 English guys, English Scottish guys, and we would do presentations at night time. We'd go from countries to country, like little country towns, and we'd do presentations. Like one night we'd stay there, or 2 nights, and then after the presentations we'd get completely shit-faced and just have a ball. And I did that for about a year, made hardly any money, but it was one of the best experiences of my life. The learning skills I got from, the confidence and the sales skills and the friendships was unbeatable. And then I went to actually Bali to have a look at the resort. It was all right, but the 4 guys went back to their hometowns in Scotland and stuff, and they actually started a timeshare sales deck in Ireland. That's how I ended up going to Ireland, Debbie Sue. So straight after that, I went to Ireland. They paid for my flights, and I went to live in Ireland for 3 or 4 crazy months over winter, a place called Waterville in County Kerry. And I would sell, it was a beautiful resort. It was called the Huntsman Club, and it was on the water. It was gorgeous. And I would do presentations. I would be the salesperson doing the presentations to Irish people that wanted to go to Cape Cod in Massachusetts kind of thing. We would promote the fact that they join the club, they can go back to, they can go overseas. Anyway, long story short, that was a great experience. Then I went home, and then they paid for me again. We moved the travel club over to Massachusetts. I lived in Cape Cod, in Hyannis. No, Mashpee, Cape Cod. I lived at a resort for a while with some of the guys, and we sold the timeshare resort in Ireland to expat people in Massachusetts. It was a great experience, made hardly any money, but again, it was an experience. I paid for my flight. I had to do a visa run because I couldn't stay in the country too long, so I decided to go to. At the same time, my friends decided that we're not going to make any money, so we just canned the Irish thing. And the 2 of us, by the time this left, 2 of us drove to, I think, Pittsburgh, and we got a flight out to Cancun. Ended up in Cancun for a year, and that's how I fell in love with Mexico. My friends fell in love with drugs, though they had to go home very early. But I stayed and had a fabulous time, made some amazing people. So timeshare for me has always been an interesting journey, and that's why I don't dish it. Like, it is what it is. It's been great for my journey. Hey Deb, how you going? We're going on a bit of an adventure at the moment. We're going to a timeshare presentation. This is Nusa Dua. Actually, guys, this is where I came the other day with Paul. So this is where we went and did the, sea walk. Yeah, so these are really big hotels. Okay, so I know where I am actually. This is good, guys, because when I came over here with Paul the other day, I was like, I wouldn't mind spending some more time over here. I've got my togs with me. I'm a Girl Scout, right? In my backpack, I have my togs. I have 2 sarongs, just in case you need 2 sarongs. I have a battery pack, just in case I use my phone up too much. I have no ID, so I can't buy any timeshare. Can't hurt. If they don't pay for my taxi back, I don't really care. There is a local bus that I could catch. I don't know where to catch it, but I'll find out. There is a local bus. Was planning to catch it anyway. So anyway, this is what we're doing today. So Debbie Sue, do you like my timeshare story? How are you, Deb, anyway? Isn't it interesting? We've got the Hilton. So as I said, the big hotels are here because they've got lots of room over here. We've got the Conrad Bali. Got a beach club. I was thinking about going to some beach club today. A lot of the beach clubs are free to go into, but the catch is if you want to use their pool, you've got to buy a drink. If you buy a drink, or spend some money there, which is fine, right? Bintang shirt. I've been drinking so much bintang, I think I need to buy a bintang shirt just for shits and giggles. They love the sports bars here. The sports bar where they have all the TV screens up, playing all the Australian footballs and, all the sports. They're really popular. Massage, spas. You know what I also brought in my backpack today? Like, it sounds like I've got the kitchen sink with me. I mean, it's pretty heavy actually. But I also brought my nail polish because I wouldn't mind getting my nails, my nails painted, like a manicure. Traditionally in Australia, I don't use the nail salons because I don't like the smell. It's full of, lots of chemicals in those nail polishes. But I had bought one from the health food shop that's got no toxins in it. So I thought if I took that to the nail salons, they could put it on my fingers. So we could do that today too. Okay, that's where I went there. So that's just here is where I went sea walking with Paul. That was an interesting experience. After a video out. So Paul and I went sea walking. Basically, it's like diving you don't need a dive certificate. They basically put a helmet over you. Think astronaut like that, and then you put it on and then gas or oxygen is pumped into it, and then you walk down a ladder under the water, and then you just walk around a little bit of a coral garden kind of thing. So it was interesting. Paul and I didn't really enjoy the experience so much. There was a couple of things happening around us that was a bit stressful, and the helmet or the they put out the bubble over your head was scratched, so you really couldn't see very good. The visibility wasn't wonderful. Japanese dining, so it wasn't wonderful. Well, that looks like a big hotel, but my GoPro footage was amazing because the GoPro obviously is very thin. Okay, there's old mate. Oh, here, we're in here. Okay, Kimakasi.
Wait, sini kan?
Oh, here we go.
Sorry. This one, you see, this is the peninsula, the beach, the all. This one, sebentar abang. Di sini, you see, this is Peninsula Beach, the all, and Peninsula Bay Resort, that's 100 meters to left, to the beach area.
Oh, okay.
And madam, please, when we arrive at the resort, the new one, the reception will, hello, welcome to Peninsula, we'll say hello you, madam. At the reception, you see, this is, I think this is the boat partner, madam, the reception.
I don't have a partner.
Please, you tell you real single, you don't have the, maybe the partner at home, real single, not married, madam? Okay,
not married.
Thank you.
Not married.
Oh yeah,
not married.
Thank you. I'm so very happy today. Oh my God. And please, madam, when we arrive at the hotel reception, hello, welcome, and say hello you, and the reception will tell you, you get from US, why is the good English or no? And please, I recommend you, madam, just recommend me the only good, madam.
Okay.
Yes.
What was your name again? How do you say your name?
Use, madam. IUS.
Okay, IUS.
Good English, and madam, in the reception, madam, are you have the 60 minutes with each here to see what our hotel with my manager?
Sure.
And you include the lunch, and please, madam, you tell yes, of course, yeah, just already.
Sure.
Of course.
I'll be really excited. Really excited.
Peninsula.
Okay, Peninsula Bay Resort.
Yeah,
okay.
Peninsula Bay Resort.
Okay.
Okay. And 60 minutes in the yes, okay, and you include the free lunch I tell before.
Sure.
And madam, real single, you speak English, and from Australia.
Yep.
And madam, what's name to your hotel? Because to tell the driver will take you back to your hotel. What's the name?
It's okay if you can just drop me back where we were staying, like where you picked me up.
No, madam, because from the hotel will take, because because this is the new
Oh,
hotel.
okay.
And the reception tell, what's the name of your hotel? And they recommend you, that's the hotel, the good English or no, yang you stay now. And
Okay.
please you tell, maybe you have the booking, the book. Before you booking the hotel, you can see this one. I state this hotel, the name, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm very excited. Today is still traffic, yeah, madam. You see before, or no? It's okay for you?
Yeah, that's fine. It's a nice drive. It was a nice drive.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Peninsula
This one,
Bay
the
Resort.
Car,
Okay.
will take you back to the hotel.
Okay.
Okay. Turn right. Yeah, welcome to Peninsula. Lurus.
Okay.
Nanti naik ke atas ya, Bang ya. Okay. Oh
See
my
how
God.
excited he is.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, he'll get paid, so I'm happy.
And the toll bridge before, madam, you see that?
Yeah, that was
Toll bridge.
nice. Yeah, that was fun to drive on. Yeah.
Langsung di atas, abang.
Hopefully they'll let me go for a swim.
Yeah, see you want. Langsung di atas. Oh, because today very very busy.
Oh, another couple.
Yeah, di atas abang. Yeah, naik ke atas. Langsung ke atas.
So obviously I'm not the only person that falls for
Many
this, right?
people come here.
Oh, many
New
people.
hotel. You see?
Oh, is it new? Is it? How
Yeah.
long has it been open?
Before that's the old, this one the new.
Oh, okay.
We
Okay.
arrive. Nanti abang ke sebelah. Bilang aja dari Ius.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
Welcome. You water?
Yes.
Oh, your price. Okay. Oh my. Oh yeah. It's okay. Okay. I share you this the nice view.
Okay. Guys, I'm probably going to say goodbye soon, but we'll let you do a little bit of listening, hey, because it'll be funny to listen, right? Yeah, it looks nice. It's actually not bad. I mean, obviously, I don't care. I'm not going to stay here. Yeah, that's nice.
They stay at the Peninsula Beach. They come to.
Oh, okay. They can come here. Yeah, this is quite nice. Oh, the airport's over there, right? Yeah. Oh, nice pool. Really nice pool. Okay, so people stay at that hotel and they come here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
And if you want to go to the Nusa Dua,
Yep.
this way. Nusa Uluwatu.
Uluwatu's over there.
Uluwatu, and this one to
Okay.
airport.
Hey, what's over here? There's that farm fishing? No, see here. The
Oh yeah.
is that
Yeah, yeah. Before you
Farm
go to
fishing.
That.
Farm
And
fishing.
here, maybe from the airport only 15 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Okay.
come to this. And madam, please remember, I tell you, is good English.
good?
60
60 minutes. Real single. I'm real single.
Tell you, name the hotel.
Okay, yep. Cool. Okay. Bye bye. Yep. Oh, you're going to come? Okay, right.
Tell you don't have
I don't have a partner, no.
And madam, now you in Australia still working?
Yeah, I work full time.
Wow.
He's like, go.
Madam, just formality, you tell I have full-time job. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I work.
No part-time. You tell.
Okay, I don't have a part-time job. I have a full-time job.
You remember the name of your hotel?
Yeah, I remember the name of my hotel. I'm not going to give them the name of my hotel. Anyway, guys, this is all part of the fun, but this is the sales deck down here. Yeah, I'll put... Oh, God, I would laugh if I see my friends, hey? Okay. Suckers, we're all suckers. Okay, thank you. Okay, okay, bye. Hello, how you going?
Can I see the winner?
Yeah, sure.
Are you still on the board?
Huh?